Good morning, precious. What? How you doing, boo? I swear, people be looking at me, man. They be looking at me do this to y'all in the morning. I know. They think I done flew over the cuckoo nest. I'm telling y'all need to go to my channel, my YouTube channel, Shakenya, and y'all need to share my videos so people won't think I'm crazy when they see me. Good morning. Hey, Portia. Good, and you? Oh, you got any coffee coming up? That's the only decaf you got? Oh, fix it, Jesus. All right, have a good one. No coffee today, guys. Let's go and cross street to the other place. Yeah, we can't let... I ain't gonna talk about y'all. All right, y'all, let me go up to the other coffee place. So, how was your holiday? It was okay. Okay, parents, did your baby call you and wish you a happy holiday? No. Oh. Did you see him at least? No. Oh, I know. That shit hurts. Oh, this Christian show. I know it sucks. It really sucks. Especially when you know you ain't did nothing. I know. And that other parent got them. You would think that they would at least have them call you for the holiday. That is so cruel. So cruel. I'm glad I didn't grow up like that. My parents and people, they was not like that. That is terrible. Just know that if we were in the mob, all of them would be whacked. Just know that. Everybody that betrayed you and deceived you in this, just know, if we was in the mob, they would all be whacked.
Hilarious. Some people are like...
But we're not in the mob. And this is real life. And you ain't see your baby for the holiday. Hey, Ricardo. That shit sucks. I know. Well, I will tell you something. If your baby didn't really have a reason not to like you in the beginning, because it was probably an invisible beef and they probably mad at you for what the other parents is mad at you for, because they really ain't got no reason to be mad at you in real life. I know. But since you guys have been separated now and the baby's been out your life, you probably haven't been doing all the things that you normally would do as a parent. So now, everything that they claimed you to be, you are. I know that sucks too. You can't win for losing in this game. I know. Because if you've been the ideal parent and that parent manipulated that baby against you and now that baby don't want nothing to do with you, then it proves whatever theory that they've already kind of outlined or whatever perception they've already, told people and said and made up about you. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you're not involved now as a result of the baby being separated from you or taken from you, and it can be different reasons why you're not involved. If you was heavily involved and then the baby just betrayed you, because that's what it is. That's what happened. I know you don't want to look at it like that. I know they manipulated that baby, but to be honest with you, that baby made the ultimate decision. Because if that baby wanted for both of y'all, wanted both of y'all to be in their life or whatever, it's things that child could have done, and I hate to put the blame all on the baby because it's not. The baby was manipulated and that he is just a child. But at the same token, if you're dealing with a child that's being manipulated by adults, that means they're growing up pretty fast. And that means they're starting to grasp a lot of what's going on. And that means that at some point, because it takes time, and in due time, I guarantee you, you will be reunited with your baby at some point. Can't really put a time on it. I know people that be years before the child realizes what's really going on. Sometimes it be years. I know. And that's hard. That's hard to deal with. I done lost so much weight in this time. Yeah, I am so little from just stressing. As a parent, you never stop stressing over your children. I don't care how old they get. I don't, if they're still amongst the living, you never go a day without worrying about them or stressing about them or something to the point. You pray and they say don't worry if you're going to pray. I know, I get it, but still, as a parent, you just always, you want to put them in a bubble. You just want to put them in a bubble and nothing happens to them and nothing touches them and nothing, So I know it. I get it. So to know that you haven't done anything wrong and to know that people have worked and formulated and plotted against you, yeah, you got beef in these streets. Got beef in these streets. So because anybody that goes as far as to turn your child, your seed against you, They hate you. They freaking hate you. You've done something, because you typically already gave you in a couple other videos. CPS got a way to where they go through a process. They don't just snatch your kid. They go through a process. And not only do they go through a process with removal, they go through the same process with reunification. So, but the parents, they just snatch the baby out and expect you to deal with it and expect the baby to deal with it. And that right there is madness, people. That's madness. Because at some point, if we're thinking about the baby, we're not thinking about the resentment issues that baby's going to suffer long term. You know, I tell y'all, if we put these babies first, there is no possible way that we would do half the shit that, excuse me, it's a Christian show. Half the stuff that we do in life. Not just dealing with the children, just in life, like major decisions. Every major decision that I made, whether people agreed with it or was on board with it or not, was for the safety of my children, for the security of my children, and for the stability of my children. Any decision that I have made, any move that I have made, regardless of if anybody understood it or not, and why? Because I put my children first. I think about long term. How is this decision that I'm making today going to affect them long term? So there's nothing that I would intentionally do to my children that's going to affect them in a bad way long term. Like, I would never put them in a position to where they would have a lot of resentment issues. I would never put them in a situation where they would be dealing with abandonment issues. Never. So if we think about how the decisions that we make are going to affect our babies when they become adults, we wouldn't do half the things that we do. We would think before we speak. And every decision you would make would revolve around how you feel that baby might be affected at the end of the day. So parents, I know that you're hurting right now, not seeing your baby, not being around your baby. And if that baby didn't call you or come to see you for the holiday, I know it tore you up inside. But just know that's the plan. That is what's supposed to happen. Because they have done things to will that. You have people on the other side that were working against you that did that. But in the child's defense, if they're mad at you now, it's because they have a reason to be. Because you're not there. You're not doing the things that you normally would do, and you're not being a parent. So now you're considered deadbeat, and you're absent. So although you haven't been that the whole time, you have people on the other side that have been willing it. You have people on the other side that have been praying for your downfall. And you have people on the other side that have been manipulating this baby to join in. And you know what? The child gave in. It's unfortunate. I know it's sad. I know you think about everything you've done for that baby. I'm going to spear off for just a second. Do you share stories with your baby? I do this to my parents in the meeting. I said, do you ever tell your kids how you used to be as a child? Because I have this thing that I whip out on the babies that's like a collage of pictures of me as a child, because I need to get in that child's mind. I need to know that child has to know that we as adults were children at some point. They have to know that. Children have to be put in a place to where they can understand that you were a child at once. And I know it's hard to do, and I know I'm a musician. I get it done in those meetings because I had those babies like, damn, that's you. So yeah, share stories with your children about how, even if you was a bully, shit, if you was a bad kid, make it a teachable moment. I make every moment a teachable moment for my babies. So yeah, the child is feeling some kind of way right now because they're probably watching you from afar. They're probably admiring you from afar. They probably follow you on Facebook. They probably look at whatever you post, and the things and the feelings that they're feeling a lot because they're not there. After everything that they've done to get away from you and plotted with this parent to betray you and get away from you, they're feeling some kind of way because they know they should be there with you and they're not. So now they're getting angry. Now these feelings are starting to form, and they're real feelings now because it's absence there and you're not there, and now they're feeling something. It's somewhat I'm gonna go back to the story. Share stories about yourself as a child, so your children would know who you are and how you are. I know we want to shelter them from a lot of stuff, but you can't shelter them from everything. And some stuff they have to see just because it's real life. Some stuff they have to witness just because it's real life. But my mother, Lord rest her soul, and I don't please take this as me speaking ill of the dead, but my mom, I was in dance, I ran track, I played an instrument in school, I played the drums in school, and my mother never attended. She attended one dance recital, and I danced all through middle school. I think 7th and 4th, 5th, a couple years in middle school, and then I continued when I got to high school, but she never attended but one dance recital. She never attended any of my track meets. She never came to any of my performances. Oh, don't cry for me, Argentina. She did other stuff that compensated in my mind, but she never attended. So, when I told y'all the other day about being a better parent than your parent was, I made sure it was in me to never miss any of my children's games. The only thing that I didn't attend was Kel's, the baby girls, like every game that she cheerleaded at. I'm not into football, so I didn't go. Her dad, I think, went to some of them or whatever. I'm not into football, but I will attend the championship cheerleading competitions. I took her to her practice every day. I dropped her off at the game and I picked her up, but I didn't stay for too many games. I would stay for the championship football game, and I would come to the championship cheerleading competition. But I attended every basketball game, every volleyball game, and every golf competition. And I felt it was important. So when you share stories about yourself to your children, you let them know certain things. Why y'all going through what y'all going through? You and the other parent beat out. That baby got to be a referee, and that baby got to keep points. And that should keep the baby on an even keel, so that the baby don't. Normally, it keep a baby on an even keel so that they don't betray the other parent and they don't choose, no matter how the other parent manipulates. So if you got a baby that don't defend you and was quick to jump ship and jump the other side, leave that demon spawn where it's at. No, I'm just playing. Fix it, Jesus. But when you share stories like that with yourself, and then when you do or administer or demonstrate certain things, your child's supposed to feel some kind of way about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that should have been a point on your side. The fact that you didn't grow up with that type of support, but yet and still you are willing to give. And you do. You know what I'm saying? To be better than your mom or dad. Children are supposed to take heed in that. Like, you're supposed to talk to them in a way to where they know that that's what it is. They keep track or keep points, or however way that shit goes. I don't know. But yeah, they probably feeling some kind of way now because you're not there, you're not doing the typical and the normal. Because if you anything like me, you're not about to reward bad behavior, and you're definitely not about to jump in and do what you normally would do for a child that doesn't even respect you, and at this point showing as if they don't even love you. I know it's hard. Fix it, Jesus. But children don't understand because they're just children. Remember, a lot of the stuff and a lot of opinions that they form and how they feel is strictly off because somebody else been talking to them. So technically, the child really don't feel like they should be away from you. But because of the situation is what it is, it's similar to what, like when I used to work with this one organization, we used to work closely with CPS. Hey, D, good morning, beautiful. Hey, Antonio, good morning, baby. Let me shoot a wave or two. Yeah, I used to work with this organization, and we worked closely with CPS. And you'll be surprised how many visits that we went out on that were false visits. But we still had to go through the protocol, and then eventually they closed the case. But the kids would call CPS on their parents for nothing. And that comes when you have people probably talking to them or telling them this is what happened. You got kids and they mad if they get a whooping or something like that. Some of them think that if they call CPS gonna take them and put them in a better place because they've been misinformed. And that's usually what happens when a child is being manipulated. They're misinformed by the other individual because the other individual have to make up shit. Have to make up stuff, and you know how to manipulate. People manipulate that turn the baby against you. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of work. So for somebody to go that far to do that, first of all, they hate you. They want you dead. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make light of that, but that's some serious shit for somebody to do that to you. Think about that for a minute. If it's to the point where your baby don't deal with you at all, that's like death. That's like death. That's like death for anybody like me because I'm a parent that loves to be a parent. I love being a mom. I am in love with my children. In love with my children. And I don't know how you want to take that. But I love my babies. So anytime somebody goes as far as to turn one of your babies against you, that's personal. They ain't even like CPS. They ain't even trying to find no way to reunite you with your baby. It's just a done deal. It's a wrap. If somebody would go as far as to do that to you, they don't like you, boo. You got beef in these streets. And you better act accordingly. I stay strapped every day. And because now I think I got beef in the streets. Because if somebody would purposely do that to me, and I don't even know who or why, shit, it can be coming from anywhere. And that's just how it is. I told you, if we was in the mob, after it was found out, all the betrayal, everybody that did what they did to you would be whacked. So this is deep. This is heavy. So I know how you feel. I do. But the children that make those false reports to CPS and then get removed, that's because they don't know. They're just children. They don't know the severity of the decision that they make. When they picked up that phone to call CPS, they ain't know that they was going to be removed and put in a facility or something like that. They probably thought they was going to be removed and put in a mansion or a better house, or that somebody was going to come out and reprimand their parents for whooping them or something. I don't know what they could possibly be thinking, but whatever it was, they were misinformed. Somebody probably told them it's a better place. It's a better thing. Don't let your mama know so they won't hit you no more. I don't know. But what I'm telling you is, your baby might have a reason to be mad at you now. So now, shit, gotta figure it out. At this point, they really mad at you because they have reason to be now because you're not there. I know, it's crazy. I know. But if you didn't see your baby yesterday for the holiday, I'm gonna pray for you, baby, because I know it hurts. But this is the plan. This is part of the plan. The whole reason why they did what they did and turned that baby against you was to hurt you. Nothing else. They weren't thinking about the baby. They don't care about how that baby gonna be growing up. The only mission at that point is to hurt you. And they've succeeded. They've won. So, I don't know, because I'm here with y'all. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll figure out something by tomorrow when I come back. We will figure out, how to get over this hurtful, this pain. Because I don't know how many holidays you've been without your baby, but this might be the first for me. So, we're here together. So with that being said, make sure y'all tune in tonight at 7 p.m. Motor City Radio will be on. Yep, only on the Vent Network. And then subscribe to my channel. Go to YouTube, type in Shakenya, and just boop, hit that subscribe button. That way you get a lot of little juicy conversations like this in the morning. And share the video. And I hope you enjoy your day. And I'll see y'all this evening. And did I miss anybody? Fix it, Jesus. Hey, Urel, how you doing, baby? Have a good Friday. And I'm out, boo. Mwah.